gosh, are we
You're looking
graced
good.
with your presence today? There goes the bill.
In 1978, I made my first record at a studio called Ocean Way. Recently, the studio was sold to Sunset Gower Studios and became United. This is an old studio. The older the studio, the better they're built.
He asked for nothing inside the kick drum.
That's definitely what it sounds like.
Every session, it has to be tuned.
Pitch-wise or height-wise?
A little bit more.
I reached out to Clifford and we started talking about jazz in general and the idea of possibly working together on his next CD. The concept was originally his way of creating music that spans the past, the present, and into the future.
And when I did Bridges, I took all that in, and at some point I just wanted to come up with something that I felt was reflective of everything that I had experienced. When I felt the right time came, I sat down and it came right out of my pen. It's just something that I need to do. It's part of who I am, and that is I always like to put my spin on things.
Live to 2 tracks is the finest way to record music. The process behind the glass where we sit involves the engineer making the moves at the moment.
The DI is a little thin for you?
Yeah, can you back it up a bit?
The score supervisor reading the music. There's no mixing, there's no editing, there's no overdubbing, there's no second chances. What we want to do is make sure that the recording is stunning right from the get-go. Frankly, it scares away about 95% of all musicians and singers. Cindy Blackman Santana is the Energizer Bunny. You understood at the beginning that she dipped her foot in multiple worlds, not just jazz. Brings a whole new perspective to improvisation. Buster Williams, a legend. Buster Williams brings experience, history, knowledge.
If you can hear the root in a succession of notes, then you can create a melody. Ba-ba-dee-da-da-do-da. That's a melody. Bo-wee, bo-wee. That's a melody. That's number one. If you can't hear it, you can't play it.
Those in tune?
Try a different cable? We can try a different cable, but I think it's probably the pickup. But let's try a different cable.
You can't put it on the record, on the liner notes. To be noted, the bass was a piece of shit. Sounding okay in here, Clark.
Great. You sounded great in here, too.
Thank you.
I just felt very comfortable with them.
We're talking about the very ending instead of the...
I knew what I wanted from the music.
Very, very difficult. You have to feel great about yourself, understand your capabilities, understand your limitations in order to effectuate a solid performance live to 2 tracks. Clifford does that quite well.
That works.
Every time there was a little bit more of an understanding.
Bass, bass, woo!
Indeed. It just amazes me every time I see it.
Each time I play it, it becomes a little bit more evolved, so new things come out of it. My feeling is to be centered and coming from a place of being calm, just hearing the music only and nothing else. I I just like to do things my own way. I always have. The most important thing I think for me in jazz is to keep the process as spontaneous as possible.
Buster, we do that summertime thing.
Playing at a gig in San Francisco, and I just sat down and I started messing around with this bass line and started playing it. And I said, I'm gonna use a little pedal point. Something about that line I really liked.
Yeah.
Can't tell you what juices were flowing or.
It came to me in a dream, and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, gotta get to the piano. And I started writing it, and I realized it was Stardust.
That's what it
That
is.
sounds like me. Because
That's
I
what
said
it is.
Stevie
That's
Wonder.
it.
We're gonna give it a shot. We are rolling. One.
Certain level of magic that comes and a certain level of energy that comes with these guys. We came away with something that I think is quite unique, quite original, and obviously a certain level of fun. And at the end of the day, if it isn't fun, it ain't worth doing.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Get you guys for the group shot. Cindy?
Happiness just head up a little bit here.